Pre-COVID.
Now entering the ring, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 185 pounds, fighting out of Nolan Brothers Boxing and trained by Mark and Matt Nolan, Nico Varano!
Yeah, so Nico's an interesting story. So he was signed up to fight pre-COVID. In COVID, we had to shut everything down, and then he moved. And so he missed the fight. He missed having to do the fight in October, and actually moved back moved back here at the start of this year. And so he was able to resume his training and get his fight.
Do you think he has a little bit of an upper hand because he trained a little longer?
I think so.
I used to work with Jay, and
really?
and I'm a little nervous to watch him in the ring because I love that.
I didn't know that. That's so cool. So maybe you have the inside baseball here on what's going to happen.
I don't know. All I know is I wouldn't want to be in a ring with Jay. I don't know Nico though, so I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Hey, reckless tour, but I got expensive habits. Don't step in salt. I'm a real one. Check my fabric. Hey.
And we'll let Aaron do the announcing.
Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 185 pounds, fighting out of Everybody Fights and trained by Matt Ryan, Giordano!
What you talking about? Gangsters moving silent, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word.
All right, so I'm super excited for this fight. I'm super excited for the event. I know that these guys have worked so hard. We have a huge crowd here tonight. We actually have a pre-COVID crowd here tonight, so really excited. We did have 2 events in Boston last fall, but they were, the attendance was a little lower, I think a little bit because of COVID, but I think that, even with a Red Sox game going on next door, to have
Fight fans, a
1,700
very
people here
important
is going to be,
announcement
we're going to
for
feel
everybody
rocking.
in the crowd out there. There is absolutely no flash photography. No flash photography tonight. We do not want to distract our competitors.
It's going to be nerve-wracking being the first fight of the
is
night.
brought to you by our platinum sponsor,
Although you get it over with.
Frank and Nick,
get it over with,
sponsor,
but-
Komodo Family of Brands,
for those of you at home,
and
the
silver
one thing that is a little tough for the first
Marshall.
fight, yes, it is, you get to be out of the way, but all the fighters have had to be here since 4 o'clock to get weighed in, to get all their medicals checked, so they've been waiting around a long time, and so I think for the guys who are coming first, they have the nerves of like, okay, it's starting. At least with the other fighters, they can kind of watch, they can get a little bit more of a routine, relax. I think these guys have had to be on, but they're both trained by great trainers. They represent 2 great gyms, so I think this is gonna be a really good fight. And here we go. So Nico is out of the red and Jay is in the blue, and they are just feeling each other out right now. Which I think for a lot of times you see people steamroll out, but they're exchanging nicely, both moving around well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem you want to go too hot and heavy to start.
No. Like I said, Jay's.
Well, I think I jinxed it.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so Nico's getting in there, but I think that Jay's giving him some punishment back. But for those of you at home that don't know, we do, at the midway point of their 4-month training program, we do have them spar each other. So that way, at that point, everyone, the fighters and the trainers both sign off this is a fair fight. But they are exchanging nicely right now. You're seeing a lot of work to the body, some headshots on either side.
What is the training process like?
Yeah, so I think it's different for everyone. I think, but I think that the guys are in the gym, 4 to 5 days a week. They're doing cardio. The difference with this and a lot of other things, right, is that you have to make weight, and so each of these guys, as you saw, are exactly the same weight. And so we at Haymakers, we do try to make sure that they are, similar body types, similar builds. But yeah, these 2 minutes do feel like a long time when you're in there. And there's nowhere to hide. But they're both doing a great job. I think this is a very fair first round. And Steve Clark, the official, is a veteran, so he's been doing this with us for 10 years now. Great first round, really excited. And so you're going to see them go back into their corners for a minute. I thought it was a really fair fight. I don't know if I can call the first round. I thought it was pretty even.
Our first ring card
but I know that
warrior,
both of these guys have
Lisa
great trainers.
Borowski.
They're getting a lot of
She
really
was
good.
diagnosed with breast cancer in December
Good training.
2020 and did a year of chemo
And so one fun thing that we also do at Haymakers is all of our ring card
She's now
warriors
officially
are
done with
cancer
treatments
survivors.
and feeling great. Make some noise for Lisa.
Crowd loves it. It's a really, really fun thing for the ring card warriors. I know they have a lot of fun doing it, and it's something that I was actually talking to her before we got on stage. This is her first time coming to an event, so she's first time coming to an event, and she just got in the ring for the first time. So really cool,
that
really
energy
fun.
must be so awesome.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah.
All right, so round two, I'm guessing these guys are going to push the pace a little bit, and we'll maybe see some good boxing here. We saw 2 nice jabs. We saw them both get inside. A lot of good movement. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see it when they're just standing still and just pounding each other. So this is really nice to see that they're both moving around and exchanging. Because everything, we want to have fair fights. Oh, we actually got the timer working. Looks like I don't think the timer's working in the first round. So we got that going for us. So what was Jay like to work with? Or how long ago was that?
It wasn't that long ago, actually. I was working with him probably a few months ago.
Okay.
And he had
Nico was a
mentioned that
nice uppercut.
he had mentioned he was training to fight.
Very cool. But Jay came right back. 2 really evenly matched guys. It's getting a little sloppy on Jay's side, but Nico seems very, very composed. They both have big crowds here tonight. Nico with another uppercut. I'm just guessing Steve will break this up here. So this is the part of the fight you'll start to see. We're at the tail end of the second round. Third round, you're going to see conditioning. Conditioning is what it's all going to come down to. These guys have worked hard. They both have good fundamentals, as we've seen with the jabs. But now it's going to be about who's trained harder. Nico with a nice uppercut. Jay coming right back, though, with the cross. Hear the crowd chanting for both. This will be a fun third round. This will be a fun third round. I think this will be good.
How important is the crowd? Like, I know they do a lot of fundraising to
Yeah, so they both did a great job. So Nico actually was one of our 50K belt recipients, which if you hit 50K, you get a championship belt, which is something we've started to do, which I think was a nice motivator.
Make some noise for Lisa one more time as she gets us ready for the third and final round.
But I know both these guys they both sold a lot of tickets, and so I think you'll hear the crowd pretty good on this last round.
Yeah, this crowd is wild tonight.
Oh yeah, and this is pretty fair so far. This is pretty even. So I think that this round, I would really imagine this round will dictate who wins the fight. So this will be interesting to see. So both coaches are telling them that they've done a good job. I'm sure that both corners are telling their fighters that this is the round that's going to decide it. So you need to come out a little hotter than maybe you did in the first 2. They both stay pretty composed. So we'll see how that'll be. But yeah, I'm excited for this round. Nico starts it off with a couple nice shots to the body. Some nice jabs. Keeping good distance with each other. This has just been good boxing. Nico's coming in. We'll start to see them exchange a little bit more. Jay's tying him up. He wants to wants to get Nico back off of him. Looks like Steve Clark is letting them fight, so this is good. Whoa, big shot by Nico. Huge overhand right, knocks Jay to the ground. He's up now, so we're gonna he'll get a standing 8 count. Huge right hand out of nowhere. Great punch by Nico. He really caught him with one there.
Yeah, that definitely came out of nowhere.
Yeah, really rocked Jay.
Me.
So now Jay's got a minute, so we're going to see what happens. See if Nico can keep it going or if Jay can come back from that. That was a big shot. I'd be surprised if he's got to compose himself, but he only has 45 seconds here. I think we lost the mouth guard. I think we lost the mouth guard here, so I think we call time quickly. They're going to wash that thing out and pop it back in his mouth. Wow, big punch by Nico, kind of out of nowhere. Oh, and they called the fight. That's it. Oh. Nico Varano with the win.
Right.
Amazing fight. Really great fight there, guys. I thought that was awesome. At the end, Nico just had a little too much of that one punch, and Jay couldn't come back from it. But it's okay. They both trained really hard. They both raised a ton of money, so I think they're both winners. But Nico won.